Hi, I'm recording with a different microphone today, so if it sounds a little different, that's why. Plus, this whole video is totally unscripted, and I'm using a completely different editing style than I normally would, so if the quality is a little worse, please expect it. I wanted to do a bit of a short update video since my last video was interesting. Though I'm not doing the green screen, I'm here, and there are some fake cats that don't exist, and I have chess pieces. Kind of like an FAQ of sorts. So something that I wanted to address was I made a very clear point in that video to only say coding, and I used the air quotes very liberally because I meant specifically coding. There is a difference between coding and programming, and a lot of people have echoed this opinion. So I just wanted to be clear that when I said coding in the video, I meant coding. I did not mean programming. Now that's not to say that I have changed my opinion. I made a point in that video that coding is not a skill, and I still stand by that. People were all like, "Oh, what do you mean, Nicole? What do you mean coding isn't a skill? I code for a living and my brain is huge." No, you probably program for a living. That's the difference. Writing code isn't a skill, but if you want programming to be, then sure. I mean, that requires a lot of skills in itself, like problem solving and UX design and simplifying ideas down into a low-level design so you can turn them into instructions or whatever, but I mean, coding in itself is just kind of whatever. On top of that, I knew programmers weren't gonna like that video. I pretty much anticipated that every programmer who saw that video was gonna be like, she's telling me that my profession is dumb and there's nothing meritable about it, oh, woe is me. But that's not what I said. Girl, if you took that video as an attack on yourself, maybe you need to get your priorities checked and lower the priority of your career and your self-expression and your personality a little bit more. I mean, hell, I am studying to be a computer scientist. I'm gonna be a programmer. I just hate it. Another point a lot of people brought up was, well, you didn't provide a solution. You just complained for the whole video, which technically I wasn't there to provide a solution as to how to better teach people to code, because the title of the video was "Don't Learn to Code." The solution was to not learn to code. Those platforms I talked about weren't usually made to teach programming or coding. Well, they usually weren't made to teach programming at all, but they weren't usually made to teach coding to people who already know that they want to go into it as a profession. They're not a good starting point. I think they're really there mostly just to teach it to people who aren't gonna do it as like a serious thing and just want to learn like a little bit. But I mean, if you want to be a programmer and do it as like a career, that's what like courses are for, or like Udemy, I don't know. What was that ending? Good question. Moving on. Does this mean videos will be more frequent? Unfortunately, no. I mean, it still takes like a fuck ton of time, and it's still difficult to edit these the way that I do it. I mean, I'll have to see if this lavalier makes it any easier, but as it stands now, I don't know if I want to reduce the sound quality of my videos just to make the editing process a little easier on myself. Plus, video ideas are somewhat rare. I have to like write it down if I come up with an idea for a video, and usually when I come up with an idea for a video and I'm like, oh, that'll be good, I should make a video about that in the future, I forget about it. If I don't write the entire script the moment that I come up with the video, it usually doesn't make it out of my ideas folder. If I just write it down and say that I'll do it later, I will never be inspired enough to actually do it. That's usually where these videos come from, as a source of like inspiration that I'm like, I gotta make a video and fucking tell people about that or some shit. Plus, obviously I'm not getting anything out of making these videos either. I mean, fulfillment? Who knows? The only people who like them are people I already knew was going to like them. So unless somebody watching this video could give me more reasons, such as by liking and subscribing. Woo! Is your real name Nicole? No. Nico's short for Nicole, but that's not my real name either. As much as I wish it was. Why the fuck would I tell you my legal name? Fuck off. Who was that voice acted your captor in the ending of that video? Me, bitch. I do all the voices in my videos unless I specify otherwise. That's my thing. I do voices. I'm a voice person.
Get off my ass. Your time's up, Nicole. Come with me.
That's my thing. Did you even watch the video? Face reveal when? 1 million subscribers, take it or leave it. Are you still gonna become a programmer anyway? Unfortunately, I don't think I have a lot of other options. You would think after making a scathing video like that I would never do that in a million years, but I'm 2 years in. I don't think I can turn back now. Unless someone watching this video could help make it my career. Who's asking you all these questions? Nobody, bitch, that's the point. If you're watching this video, I either know your name or it's a fucking miracle. Why are you swearing so much? I've never heard you swear in your normal videos. This is just how I talk. I have no filter when I talk normally, and this is completely unscripted. So why don't you swear in your normal videos? I don't know. I don't have to worry about YouTube demonetizing me because I'm not monetized in the first place. Anyway, I think that's all. Bye. Bye. Cat moment. Cat moment. Cat. Cats, historically, they love chess pieces. You see, he ate it. Lunchtime. Oh, wow. You ate the whole thing. Bye.